Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I've forgotten how to do it in Spanish, Italian, and French. Damn, I just realized this is Eurostars. I'm slacking. I'm crap. But forgive me for this week. It's International Week, man. Come on. You're allowed to forgive each other. We're allowed to forgive each other for International Week. You're all very welcome to another episode of Eurostars, a Eurostars special edition today, because of the fact that it's International Week and there's no games, no leagues to speak about, no Champions Leagues to speak about. So we've decided to do something different. And to help me do something different, I've got some of the finest footballing brains, not just European, but footballing brains alongside me. Of course, my co-host, Mr. Bilal. What's happening?
Yeah, man. Hello, people. Today we've got another cracking show for you guys. I'm seeing you guys already up for it. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good show today. And we've all been behind the scenes, plotting against each other pretty much for this show. So, yeah, I can't wait. And, yeah, of course, we've got a great panel once again, as always.
Of course we have. We've got Mo in the building. Mo, who hasn't had the best of weekends with his beloved Inter Milan. First time in a long time. You know what? In fact, since I've been doing content with you, I don't think I've seen you after a loss. I'm trying to think. So I don't know how you react. Like Ty will know more.
We've been losing for weeks.
No, have you?
Weeks. No, yeah, we lost to Lazio. We lost to
No, you was on holiday. He was on holiday. You didn't come on.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you react. I don't know. What are you, one of these cool guys, takes it with a pinch of salt? Do you start doing extra streams and ranting and want the owner's gone? Which one are you?
I rant a lot. The camera is not working for some reason. It's flipped. But anyway, I rant a lot about my team. But it's since first time since 1953 that Inter, Milan, Juventus, and Roma lost at the same week. It hasn't happened in about 70 years. So
you're one of these who deflects.
Now, Mo, do you know what? I'm gonna have to bring you up on that. They were clever. Weekend, they tried. It actually means the weekend. I don't think it's actually the same day because they don't really always play on the same day. So I think the tweet was quite clever.
Yeah. But to be honest, we are absolutely underperforming. So my team is actually really underperforming, and we're not living up to the level that we're supposed to do. So, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk about like the leagues and who's better and who's the best
in a way it's good. We're not going to focus on like Inter in the game, so we can speak about lucky day, exactly. But you know what? Straight away he said, "Yeah, but Juve lost." Blah 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 blah. So he's one of these that takes comfort in everyone else as opposed to just focusing on Inter. I like that. And of course, I've got Tyrone with me from Never a Foul, Trafford Tunnel, etc. What are you saying?
Yeah, big up, man. Nah, it's good to be on. I even said to you last week, well in advance, I was like, I'm going to come on the week after. So I was here, man. I'm looking forward to the concept of this show. I think the people are going to like it. Obviously, make sure you're liking the video, subscribing. And yeah, man, I'm at Trafford Tunnel on YouTube for Man United content and Never a Foul. We've got a show straight after this, so make sure you stay here and join us after. And yeah, man, Grizz, love to you panel. And you get good guys all the time, man. So it's good to chop it up. And I'm kind of very intrigued to see what us guys have gone for. There's going to be something interesting somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Do you know what? I think so. And the way we've done it is actually good. Guys, I'm going to let you on, like, I don't know. Bilal's the brains behind today's program and concept. And then I think he's been scheming with Ty in terms of no one's allowed to see each other's team and all kinds of this, I don't know, shady business. But then Mo came on and said, yeah, but from what I understand, we've got different formations. So I don't know how Mo knows.
He's been putting something under the table to Ty, man.
I don't get it. So how does Mo say, from what I understand, we haven't got same formation? So I'm a bit baffed. Like,
yeah, he definitely doesn't know mine.
Well, this is it. So
I'm just guessing. Grizz. I'm just guessing that people think differently.
Okay.
I'm just guessing, man.
Okay.
This guy Ty, I tried to get it out of him, and he's like, "I'm not telling you mine. I'm not telling you mine.
I cooked you."
I tell you. But what I was gonna say, we've got Aaron joining us as well very, very soon, shortly. Hopefully, he's got a few connection problems, but we thought we got to start because if there's anything to go by last night's show, guys, if you haven't checked out last night's madness, please go and check out after this. Last night we done a North versus South and it was quite the show. Got a little bit of a echo. Who is it? Can anyone else hear that little bit of
You're
echo?
good, my end.
Yes.
Is it Bilal again? Just a slight echo. Shouldn't be. There is one though.
We can mute and see. So
yeah, I knew it was
can
Bilal.
we talk
yeah,
now?
it's Bilal. Yeah, it's Bilal. Because I muted him. So, but anyway, hopefully it'll clear itself. But yeah, over to Bilal to explain how this is working and what you got planned.
Yeah, so basically what we're going to be doing today is everyone's already picked their teams in secret, so nobody knows anyone's teams. Don't worry. No one has been spying on each other. So yeah, apart from that, we're going to just be going through each position, goalkeepers, defenders, etc. So yeah, we'll start with the goalkeepers, and I'll try and sort out my mic in the meantime while Grizz takes over.
All right, yeah, do something with your mic, man, because it's a bit off-putting. But Ty, if we're basing it on like sort of this season in terms of it's not Bilal, with the echo.
I don't think it is,
No.
Yeah, no, I can still hear it.
Mute yourself, Ty.
Let's see, Ty. Yeah.
Hello.
So,
hello.
Yeah, I've muted Ty to see
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
Ty and it's Ty.
So, try again.
There's no echo now.
No echo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what happened?
Yeah.
I muted Ty at the same time Grizz muted me, so that was.
It's not about the mic; it's about the speaker. I think the mic is picking up. How can you hear us? If you can hear us through an earpiece, or you can hear us through the
Using
speaker.
my normal, I always use. Bear with me. I'll just try and.
Have you got any headphones? But in the meantime, people.
Yeah.
It's okay now. Seems okay now.
It seems okay now. Yeah, just to see how it goes.
Got 100 people watching. We need at least at the moment 75 likes. Like there's 100 people. I'm sure there is about 50 of you guys that haven't hit that like button. Just get it done early so we can get the views going, people.
Yeah, exactly. Daps forever the technician says whoever doesn't have headphones on has it too loud, causes the echo.
Grizz, am I sorted now?
No, it sounds cool. It sounds cool.
I had you guys coming through my mic as well.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, look, basically we're going to be picking what we think has been the best 11 this season all around Europe, including the Premier League. I don't know if I told you that, guys, but if you haven't, you haven't. If you have, you have. Tough. It's too late now. Anyway, I don't, but it is.
They all know. They all know.
They all know. Yeah. Okay, that's fine then. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Because it's interesting because we've done a lot of these shows together. What, 4 or 5 shows together, and we know the kind of players we've been speaking about, the performers during the week, whatever. So see if we're on the same wavelength or mindset. It's interesting. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, might find out some people are
tactical person. When it comes to teams, I pick the teams not based on positions. I pick the teams based on the collective performance. Like for example, I'm just not gonna give names. If you pick a very, very attacking winger that is not gonna defend, you will need to pick a fullback behind him that is just not gonna go forward as much. That will cover him.
So you're one of these guys. So, do you know what he is, in it, guys? He's one of those. He's not playing like the fantasy side of things. Like this is your best. Yeah, he's trying to be balanced.
I wouldn't put 4 fullbacks.
I was on that vibe as well. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't put 4 fullbacks. I wouldn't put 4 Trents on my back line. I think, oh my god, this is the team.
Side note: have you guys ever seen Yaya Toure on Sky Sports when he's done his best 11 one time?
Oh my god,
about 9 strikes.
Like 226.
No way. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was crazy. Oh my god.
No way, I haven't seen that. I gotta check that out.
I'll send it to you later. It's one of the
send it to him, man.
Zayn with the early super chat says Saliba has to be in defense, one of the best defenders in Europe.
We'll see.
Okay.
Stick around, Zayn. Stick around. That's what I'm gonna say with the eyes emojis. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with the eyes emojis. I guess, Bilal, where do you want to start? How do you want to start?
Yeah. Let's just start and go. Let's start and go, and we'll start from Grizz, and I think we'll go to Ty and Mo, and then I'll be the last one to give you my goalkeepers and any positions anyway. So yeah, Grizz, who is your goalkeeper?
I've gone for Ter Stegen. I think he's been class this season. I think he's so comfortable as well with the ball at his feet. The modern day keeper, man. The modern day keeper. I think he's underrated. People underestimate how good this keeper is, man. I know Barcelona not blessed with like sort of, you know, people always have that extra scrutiny on Barcelona's defense and keepers. But I think this guy, for me, is actually underrated. Look at that. I don't even know. People are saying 92 save percentage this guy has. That's quite the percentage, man. So yeah, for me, there wasn't any outstanding. I'm not going to lie to you. Some could say it's an easy pick, like a lazy pick, sorry, because I haven't really deeped it much. And there's not many outstanding keepers that have really, you know, impressed me. But this guy, I just like his aura. I just like the way he's calm. And sometimes it's very difficult to stay calm behind a Barcelona defense, but this guy manages to do so. And of course, he's totally expected to play ball with his feet a lot.
100%. Ty, what was your goalkeeper as well?
My goalkeeper was ter Stegen as well, man. You know, like I have to be honest. I think Grizz kind of hit the nail on the head. And I want to just echo a few more thoughts in it. I think with ter Stegen as well, when he came to Barcelona, there was sort of immediate pressure on him because he wasn't sort of coming in and doing what some fans wanted him to do. And I felt like, was it going to be one of them signings that, you know, it just doesn't work out and he goes back to Germany and then you sort of see the best ter Stegen again? But no, do you know what? He's persevered. He's come through sort of the hardships as well. And now at 30 years of age, when you look at keepers, this is sort of the time where you do start to flourish. And ter Stegen, for me, is doing that right now. And I think one thing that goes under the radar in this Barcelona team is that they've conceded 1 goal in the league so far. Now, that's incredible when you think of obviously Barcelona teams. Yes, I know back in the day they could be quite tight-shipped, but you'd expect them to win some games 4-2 and stuff like that and outscore teams. No. And I think you've got to give ter Stegen more credit because we do this European show every week and we talk about Barcelona's defense. You've got Christensen playing, then you've got Herrero, and then you've got Koundé coming in at right back, and then you've got Alonso or Balde. And it's kind of like you're not looking at Liverpool's defense where you're like, right, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, you know what it is. So I think when you've got a defense in front of you that's rotating, and also like you're trying to find your Under Javi, I think you've got to give credit to ter Stegen, man. And do you know what? Long may it continue because he just gets on with his job. He's never in the media, man. He's a professional, and I like that.
Just very, very quickly, guys. Daps just sent me the team that Yaya Toure picked. Oh my god!
You seen it?
Hey, Chris, quickly, just read it out because I can't remember.
Oh my god! Okay, so he's got Aaron's in the building as well. Sorry, there you go. Aaron's there as well. Okay,
apologies for being late, boys. Apologies.
Nah, no problem. Hopefully your team's good, so make up for it. But yeah. Oh my god! So he had Edison in goal. He had Puyol, Marquez, Company at the back 3. He had Iniesta as the number 6. DM, yeah. Check this midfield. He had Henry, Aguero, Messi, and Sane.
Yeah.
And then Drogba and Eto'o up front. Did someone tell Yaya Toure how football works?
Uncle Yaya, man. Yeah, he's working at Tottenham now. I just saw him doing a little video with Basuma. I don't know what he's teaching him. Because Basuma is going to get the Ballon d'Or. I don't know what's going on there as well. So yeah,
Uncle Yaya needs to fix up with that team.
That's why Yaya never used to chat back. We know why now.
Oh my god! Adam says goat stream last night. It was, man. It was one of the best, funniest streams I've ever done in my life. Tough act to follow. Now this one's going to be more. I think this one's going to be more comfortable and more football chat, man. Last night was a mazza. I'm not going to lie, people. If you ain't checked it out last night, you need to go and check it out. Zane's coming in with the trolling as usual. He says, don't rule out Ramsdale. Actually, it's not it's not one of Zane's wildest shouts. Like, he's done far worse shouts than that in my life. But yeah, sorry. I think, both. So we started off with ter Stegen, right?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go to Aaron, then Mo. Because, Aaron just jumped in and he's the order. So yeah, Aaron, who's your goalkeeper, man?
My goalkeeper's ter Stegen as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. What, have you all got ter Stegen?
Well, me and Ty have. We just done me and Ty only.
No, bro, my neighbor got this. My neighbor got this ter Stegen involved. My neighbor just called and said they got ter Stegen. Who else?
No, I've got a ter Stegen as well because I think obviously it's largely down to the defense, but I think his record of clean sheets this season has been quite remarkable. I think it has to be pointed out. I think in the league it's something like 6 games, 5 clean sheets, if I'm not wrong. That's you have to point that out and say that it has been outstanding. And I feel a bit sorry for him because his whole career, he's had a certain Manuel Neuer ahead of him in the German squad. You just can't get a game ahead of this guy. Obviously now he can because Neuer got COVID, so he's out. So finally, ter Stegen's going to be able to play. But when Neuer's fit and he's not injured or anything, there's just no way you're getting ahead of this guy. So I feel a bit sorry for him because that's been like this his whole career. But I think this season, it has to be pointed out, his clean sheet record has been outstanding. And I think he's, with the defence ahead of him, he's going to keep putting in these good performances, making good saves and, you know, keeping his team in the game and stuff like that. So, yeah, ter Stegen for me.
100%. Mo, who's your goalkeeper?
Same
ter Stegen. Anything more praise you want to put on him? Or
nothing.
You've had enough.
Everyone said that, yeah.
People sometimes forget that when you look at ter Stegen, he's not only like just being 1 goal in 7 games. He actually have average of 2.5 saves a game, which is a lot for a Barcelona goalkeeper. That means there are shots on him. It's not just him. It's not Victor Valdez when he used to get 1 shot a game. This Barcelona team is not as defensive as we used to see. Like, it's not as good on the ball, having the ball all the time as we used to see before. So ter Stegen is doing his job as a goalkeeper. He's not like standing on halfway line. He's actually keeping the ball out of the net. So this is why 92%, as Grizz said, 92% save percentage is not something to just, you can't just look away from that. So
I'm just looking through the chat for some honourable mentions, and people are calling for Maignan. Is how you pronounce his name?
He has been absolutely. People say he's been great. Yes, he's been great, but actually there are way better goalkeepers this year in Serie A than him.
Okay,
I agree.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And for me, my goalkeeper, just to tell you guys, was actually different. I actually went with Alisson at Liverpool because I felt that this season, watching Liverpool, he was one of the only 1 or 2 players who actually did anything. And I think for me, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. So I had to put Alisson in, even though ter Stegen, yes, 1 goal conceded, blah, blah, blah. For me, Alisson's that guy. So yeah, that's my pick in goal. And yeah, I don't have much more to add on that, to be fair. It's Alisson.
Just can I quickly throw something in there? Just quickly. So when we all do our thing, are you building a team out of who gets the most votes? So say that ter Stegen gets 4 votes. Are you then making an 11 out of it at the end?
I think so. I think that's a good idea.
We could do that. Yeah. We could do that if you want to.
But I want to add something, Bilal. Even if we get like 5 different players for a position, we can actually change our votes to vote for someone. Like Aaron can convince me of his players. I'll just vote for his.
Okay.
Or what we done yesterday. I put it on all our socials and done a poll to see who's got the best team.
Cool. Yeah.
So we could do that as well.
Do something. Cool. All right then. So I'll let you carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So next position, guys. Yeah. No. We'll start with right back, guys. I think that's right back. Come on, you can't start with the centre back straight away.
Reverse the roles then. Reverse the roles. Who goes first?
Yeah. All right, Mo. You take it on then. You go first. Who's your right back?
I chose Araujo this season just as a right back. I'm going for a very defensive back line, assuming the talent that we have up front. So if you want to look forward to the team, I'm not going to tell you the names I chose, but in my opinion, I have to choose a very defensive back line. And I couldn't find actually an outstanding right back this year. No Trent, no Reece James, no Kyle Walker, not even Carvajal, not Pavard. I just chose Araujo as my right back since he's a center. He's an inverted right back to be a center back this year, but he started as a right back. So I think this guy's athleticism and physicality allows him to play as a right back and cover that side. Whoever is going to play ahead of him, and probably we all have the same player, but I think Araujo for me is the outstanding one in that Barcelona defense. Every time I'm watching them, he's saving them.
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yeah, go on next, bro.
Hey, Mo, I love you, brother, but I like this show because we can grill each other a bit. That shout, no, man. You know your football as well, but I watched him in that game against Sociedad, and we came on this show, and he played right back, and he was just positionally was getting tormented. And for me, I think he's a natural centre back. I don't think he can play as a right back as a long-term thing. So, I was quite surprised that you went with that. I'm not trying to be biased here, but I did throw one Manchester United player in, and I think Mo said there's not many right backs that are standing out. I think Diogo Dalot has had a very strong start to this season. No, you've got to understand. Honestly, you laugh. You're trying to come back for me, and I get it. I understand.
No, are you serious though? Are you
Diogo
serious?
Dalot, this under Ten Hag, and even in pre-season.
No, he's improved, man. He's improved a lot.
You put him in the pre-season.
He wouldn't even get in like any top team in the world.
Did I let you finish? I did.
Oh
Respect to brother. I actually have to be honest though. Top three, and Aaron is a Man United fan. When you look at the pre-season, he was in our top 3 players over the pre-season. You look at the moment this season, he's nailed down the spot. He's playing that inverted role. He's been able to go comfortable into midfield. He keeps the ball well. And I actually think overall, in even the league, you could say there's not been many outperforming on a consistent basis. I'm not talking about loads of assists and everything like that. I'm talking about the overall profile of a right back. And like Grizz said, his improvement as well. If you even want to talk about improvement, Dalot has been one of them players this year. And I think in a right back position where Reece James and Hakimi's are not exactly like standing out, I make my case for Dalot. I really do. Like, the other players have been solid, but I'm not putting Dalot in there, man.
You know what? I think I should butt in there. I'm not going to lie, yeah. And I think I should show you guys who I selected because you're right backs, yeah. I don't understand how everyone is overlooking this guy. This guy has been one of the most solid right backs this season. He's been playing out of his skin, and that is Ben White. White doesn't get his flowers. He don't. No. Ben White is not getting his flowers. I don't understand. Southgate's not calling him up. Does he watch football? This guy is playing this inverted role. He offers that, defensive physicality at the back because he is a centre back in general. But his ball playing abilities are really, really good. If he just adds a few more crosses to his game, honestly, I'd play him right back every single week. But the only thing he's missing, I'd say, is that final ball and delivery into the box. But apart from that, he's offering me everything else I need in possession, out of possession. I think this guy's been overlooked in so many. I don't even hear him in conversations. I feel like, you know what he is? He reminds me of like Nacho Monreal. Yeah, in the sense that Monreal was a guy at Arsenal who I think the Arsenal fans really, really rated him. But the outside world, I don't think, really understood what Monreal was. So maybe he's going to be one of those kind of players. But yeah, that's my
interesting already. Ben White, Dalot, Harajo, and then we've got these two now. I can't wait.
Go on, Aaron.
Now, you know what? I went for Danny Carvajal.
Okay.
Not because he's been the best, but I think in terms of consistency, he's given in almost every game that he's played for Real Madrid from the start. He's given.
I just want to. Before we go on, you guys know only 2 players from one team allowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Don't worry. Everyone knows.
I'm just a bit surprised you're wasting it on. But no, it's your team. No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. No, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I just want to say, in terms of consistency, he's not played particularly brilliant every game, but he's given them a solid 7 out of 10 at least every game that he's played for Real Madrid. And I personally thought that this season would be the season where Carvajal's probably going to get, displaced by someone else, whether it be someone from Real Madrid Castilla, whether it be a new signing. Obviously, they didn't get a new right back in, so I thought, okay, maybe Ancelotti's going to look at some of the youngsters at Castilla and bring them up to the first team and try and give Carvajal a bit of competition. But he stuck to his guns and he thought, let me just go with what I know. Carvajal's the guy he won the Champions League with in 2014, so let me just go with him. And he's been solid, man. And just because of that, I put him in the team.
Just before I give my one, Zain says Tomiyasu is years ahead of Dalot.
I'll tell you, Tomiyasu is a machine. I've seen him live a few times.
But he hasn't even played yet. So
the guy he's not real. Tomiyasu is an illusion. That's what I call him. He's like a guy who appears once in a blue moon and then he's disappearing for 6 months.
I don't know how you lot are gonna react to my first hot take, or it might be a shock, it might be with her. So I've done totally opposite of Mo. Like, Mo said he wants defenders and he wants strong players and blah, blah, blah. I've done something. It's 2022, people. It's 2022. It ain't 1985 and 86 and shit like that. Fullbacks are all about being dynamic, box to box. I've gone for Valverde at right back from Real Madrid, people.
Right back?
Brother, this guy is he can play. First of all, he's the complete footballer. He can play anywhere. We know that.
Yeah, Grizz, can I just ask you something? Have you in your day job? You've been a salesman before,
brother. I'm not. I used to sell chicken wings.
Yeah, right. This is your time to sell me your chicken wings.
This is different. I'm telling you, Valverde is the modern day athlete, stroke footballer, stroke put him in midfield, stroke put him on right wing back. He'll do the job. The way I'm gonna coach this brother, he's a certified in my team. Valverde. I've just been a bit clever. I get it. You know why? I looked at Hakimi, I looked at all the trends, I looked at Reece James, all the great right backs, in the recent times. No one really stood out. Di Lorenzo impressed me for Napoli, you know what I mean? But I thought not enough to just enter my fantasy team. That's why I've gone for
Can I ask you something, Grizz? Is that as a wing back or a right back in back four?
At the moment, it's a back four. At the moment, it's a back four, but we keep it moving.
Grizz is a smart guy, man. I can tell.
That's everyone's right backs, right? Or Mo, do you give me your right back?
Do you know what? When you do a poll, this is going to be one of the most interesting polls already.
So we need to see. We need to choose one out of the 4 for the 5 that we chose. So someone has to change their vote. I am number 1. I'm changing my vote to
different guys.
Bilal's vote. I am going with Ben White as a right back.
Okay. I'm sticking with Dallo for overall balance.
We need to have, if we guys all stick to yours, we have to put Ben White as right back. It's either one of you change to somebody else or...
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, Mo. Yeah, I hear you.
Bro, I don't see how you're not seeing the light with Valverde. Because he's a right winger. Because he's a right winger this year. Because he's absolutely a right winger and goes in the midfield this year. Every time I watch Real Madrid, he is the dynamic in the midfield on that right side. He's really actually took his game. But you have to see the talent. Level. You have to see the talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
but he took his game offensively.
Mo's going to Bilal. Grizz, you're not changing, are you, Grizz?
Valverde, not to Ben White.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What do you mean, guys? Are you watching football? Nah, respect.
What about Araujo?
Guys? Come on.
Aaron might change though.
Nah, you can't put Araujo. Ben White has been. Have you guys been watching Arsenal?
This is European 11.
No. But let me come back. Let me come back to you.
Valverde can play goalkeeper,
right?
Bilal, let me just say one thing. Let me come back to you, Bilal. You conceded already 8 goals in the season, and Ben White has not provided any assists. I'm only taking Ben White for his defensive abilities in a team that conceded 8 goals.
And that's dead in 2022. I ain't thinking
say Arsenal.
Araujo plays in a defensive line that conceded 1 goal in 7 games.
Oh. Listen,
Aaron ain't spoken. Aaron ain't spoken it.
If Aaron,
respect, man. £50 million.
I would rather go for Valverde because we're talking European levels here, bro. If let's put this scenario. Let me put this scenario out, and I want you guys to answer as well. Champions League final, yeah. Right now, you're playing. I don't know, against one of the hottest teams. You're playing Man City in the final, and you're the manager. And you have to choose between playing Valverde at right back and Ben White at right back. What do you do? I know
I'm taking Ben White. I'm taking Ben White.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's not about that. I would still. It depends. If I'm playing final against Man City, I'll play Ben White. If I'm playing against Liverpool, I'll play Ben White. I would
get murdered against these teams. Valverde has just got proof that he's been doing it.
No, Valverde is not a right back. Defensively, he's not there.
Yeah, but
But you can still rely on him defensively. If you're given a defensive duty, you can still rely on him. Whereas
based on what? Based on what evidence do you have?
It's up to Ty. It's up to Ty. Ty, it's up to you to decide this. It's up to you.
Ty, it's up to you.
I can't believe
you have to. You have to decide. It's 2-2.
I can only change to one thing. I can only change to one thing. I can change to Carvajal. If you guys are like,
no, you've chosen Ben White. So no, the rules are the rules. You made the rules actually. So let's not change them because you made it now. So it's 2-2. So it's 2-2, and Ty's got to change it. Your Ty's got to choose it.
I'm gonna have to stay true to myself, and there's a reason because later on in the show, this is gonna come back to us. I have to go with Ben White due to Valverde potentially being in discussions later on down the line where he belongs.
Oh, shit.
That's
They're
my
not putting
man.
Valverde
My
in
man.
right
All right,
back.
so far we got Ter Stegen in goal, and we got Ben White at right back. Yeah, we're
You
giving
just
him his
spoiled the
flowers.
whole
that
I
he
have
deserves.
I have a counter for Ty. Ty, if we're choosing Real Madrid 8 and 8, if we
You
choose
just spoiled the whole
Carvajal-
show.
No, hold on. There's coaching decisions right here, Grizz. There's a coaching decision.
30
It's the
minutes,
Champions League
This is not
final
Yaya
on the
Ball.
line,
Wait,
Grizz.
we only
It's
got
not
one
even
right
Champions
back.
League final.
Wait, you
It's
man's got to
Champions
go
League
at 10:15, and you got one. We've chosen
Okay,
one
one
position.
thing. I'm gonna say one thing. Ty, I'm gonna give you a choice. If you choose Carvajal, which is Aaron chose, or we choose Ben White, which one will you choose?
Carvajal.
Real Madrid.
I'll go with Carvajal.
Carvajal.
I'm gonna go with Carvajal.
Yeah.
So what, you guys want to
Balanced
switch to
team.
Carvajal? I don't mind.
Yes, balanced
mind.
team. Carvajal, 8 and 8.
Carvajal.
All right, everyone's
There's
happy.
there's
All right,
there's
we'll
going to be
do
an
it right
interesting
here.
problem
Carvajal,
because we can only
Carvajal.
pick
See,
two
we
players.
made
from the
everybody
team.
happy now. We made everybody
No, but
happy.
Bilal, how did you come with the Eurostars with Ben White at right
I
back?
know.
Don't worry, man. You guys will see the.
Hey,
You man are like 6 months behind the car.
Bilal,
behind the
Bilal,
curve.
you know
But
that
it's
Come
not
back to me
about
6
Champions
months.
League, people.
Bilal,
He's
you
right.
know the
It's not about
location
Champions
that
League,
said-
Ty.
Go on, Mo. I
Ty,
was gonna say,
it's not about it's not about Champions League. You choose Dallo based on performances in 7 games. He chose Ben White based on his team being top of the league and him playing well. It's not about Champions League. I'm sorry, Barcelona lost to Bayern Munich, but doesn't mean that Lewandowski is not bowling in La Liga. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, do you know what?
Bilal,
Do you know
yes,
what?
we do, because you
Do you
know the
know what?
location I'm in tomorrow.
Nah,
We'll
I can't
catch up
control
and have a
him.
coffee.
Stefan says control your panel. I
Uncontrollable.
can't. It's wild. This panel is wild. They've started off with Ben White.
Luckily, we have rules in place where it's 2 per team. So listen,
We'll put-
you can't
and
go
we'll
and
put
stick. You can't
Carvajal
have a
in
whole
there.
team
Oh.
of one team. So listen, guys.
Do you know what it is?
Let's do it.
Do you know
Shall I
what?
start with Ben?
Do you know what? Do you know what? I rather pick our teams and put them to the poll because I think this is going to be a dead team the way you lot have started. I rather pick our teams and then put them to the poll and let the public vote who's got the best team.
and see
we
who's
could do
gonna
that
win
as
the
well.
game. Put
Yeah.
the teams out and see who's gonna win the game of football. A 90
Shall we
minute
do
game of
that?
football.
I don't mind. Let's
No,
do
that-
this. Let's
I'll do
let's
that
do this.
later. Let's just continue.
Yeah, let's continue this.
All right,
All right.
guys. Right centre back. Who we saying? I'll start off with mine, and I've gone for. Guys, don't kill me in the comments, man. I've gone for William Saliba. I have to, man. The guy's been the best centre back. Well, at Arsenal, one of the best in the Premier League this season. So for me, I think he's the best under 21 centre back in the world. I keep saying it, and I think he's just gonna keep proving it time and time again. So yeah, that's my pick. And yeah, whoever wants to take over, take over.
I have no disagreements with this, so I'm ready to let this go.
Yep, I have Saliba as well. So
Aaron.
There is no. I chose somebody else. I chose Saliba because I couldn't add 2 Barcelona players. But if for me, because you guys have chosen Saliba, for me, I would put Araujo. If Araujo is not going to play right back, I'll put Araujo there based on the way he plays, the stats as a center back. Saliba again conceded. Let me just like 1 point at the end. William Saliba is playing really well, but he scored an own goal, and his team as a defender conceded 8 goals in 7 games. So would you choose a defender that conceded 1 goal, or you choose a defender that scored an own goal? Yes, he looks great. Eye test, great, everything. I chose him because I couldn't find anybody better than him. But for me, if you're going to choose a center back, it's Araujo on him.
Can I butt into that point about the goals conceded? If you look at Arsenal's goals conceded,
no, we can't argue about
come
points.
at home. Yeah, no, just one.
Not every point. No, we're not going to finish the show like this. If we're going to argue about every point, just because you're man.
Aaron, tell us.
So
Ben White, Saliba, allow it, innit, Bilal?
Is this the first?
Allow it.
You guys are just jealous, man. You're jealous. Just say.
No, but what I'm going to say, just to quickly move on, and I'll finish. I've got Araujo and Saliba as my centre back, so I'm good with Mo's
Yeah,
selection.
so have I. So
that's
have I.
two.
So yeah.
So that's 3 votes. Go on.
Yeah.
So I've got 2. So is this the first central defender or the second?
Well, basically,
are we giving
name
our
2?
partnership?
Yeah, give your 2 and then see if we can match.
Yeah.
See if we got any matches.
Partnership, I've got Lisandro Martinez and Min Jae Kim from Napoli.
I've got Min Jae Kim as well.
See him here. So Min Jae.
I think
so
Min
it looks
Jae
like
Kim,
it's Saliba and him.
I think Min Jae Kim has even impressed me because when Napoli were linked with him to replace Koulibaly, I said, "Is this the right replacement? He's coming from the Turkish league. There's a whole lot of difference between the Turkish league and the Italian league, but I've watched the Liverpool game in its entirety, and I've got to say he has impressed me to a different level. And I think I forgot, he's only 25 years of age. This guy has a long career ahead of him. If he keeps on playing like that, Napoli will have to put the money down to keep him because the big boys will come knocking.
Yeah, 100%. I have to just say that and you look at the weekend, they beat AC Milan as well. They're top of the table so far. And I think when you look at it as well, it's not just, even Aaron's points are great coming from Turkey as well, being 25, different type of league. But it's also, you look at who you're replacing. And yes, people might have their doubts about Koulibaly at Chelsea, but at Napoli, he was that Rolls-Royce defender for them. 3 years ago, he was linked to that, top 3 defenders in the world. So when you're filling the captain's boots, that leader of that dressing room, the pressure's on you straight away. So to come in, play your game, do what you're doing, and go about your business quietly. I've got to applaud that, man. And do you know what? I'm excited to see where his next career move is after this, because he's not the biggest name in the world. He's that interesting profile. It's like someone like Man City, or them teams that like making them shrewd buys. Who comes in for him after 2 or 3 years? But yeah, Min-Jae Kim and Saliba are my two.
How does this work then? Because I've got Araujo and Saliba. So Saliba's the constant, I think, in the majority of teams.
No. All of us chose Min-Jae Kim.
Mo's got Min-Jae Kim as well. That's 3 people, and then everyone else got Saliba. So
4. Have you had it, Bilal? Do you have Min-Jae Kim?
No, I have Araujo and Saliba like Grizz.
That's so them two.
So that's Araujo 3 votes. Araujo 3 votes or 2 votes?
I think that's just me and Grizz with Araujo.
I've got Araujo.
Oh, I got Araujo. I would put Araujo as a centre back for me.
Who was your other centre back, Mo?
Min-Jae Kim.
Oh, so it sounds like Araujo and Min-Jae Kim then.
Yeah, we can do that. Then. Go on.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Saliba's a shock exit straight away.
Bye, Saliba. Bye, Saliba.
You know that image where someone's got a smiley face and deep down angry. Ben White and Saliba's got Bilal screwing. I know it,
bro.
No,
guys.
No. Ben White was wild, but Saliba has a case.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. Listen, I've got no more Premier League players in mind, so I don't think.
But you know what, Ty? You know what the problem is? He wasted his 2 Arsenal picks on these 2, and we didn't choose them.
Yeah, we don't. We don't need the other ones, man. Leave Jesus in them.
I was left back. I'll go with easy for me. I've gone for Cancelo. I just think it's Cancelo. Yeah, you can't forget Cancelo.
That's one of your Man City picks, then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I didn't go with Cancelo for a reason. So I got with Alaba as a left back. I got with Alaba as a left back. I have talked to some of the Madrid fan, and he said that because Rudiger, when he came in, played well. Alaba sometimes replaces Mendy as a left back, so he's been great for them as a centre back as a left back for me. And they said, for them, he's like unreplaceable player in the back line for them. That's what the Real Madrid fans said.
But then you took out Valverde because he's not playing right back. Alaba has only played like
he played left back as well this year. I asked, and then they said he did. So anyway,
as far as I know, it's only been a half or 2. You know what I mean? It's like, but I can't argue with his credentials. So let's see what everyone else says.
Yeah.
What you guys
okay. I picked Nuno Mendes, as you say his name. So from PSG, he's been impressing me every time I watch. I love his weight of pass as well. When I watch him play, I'm like, this is not a left back sometimes. But yeah, for me, I will go with Nuno Mendes.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes is hard. I'm not gonna lie. What a baller. But Aaron, Ty, I think we got a mixture here. I don't know how we're gonna agree.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'll keep mine short and sweet. I think out of all the positions, this is the one other than Cancelo I was struggling with the most to say, right, this one's really, really performing. I actually went with a safe pick. I just went with Theo Hernandez for AC Milan, even though they've been okay to good. But yeah, I went with Theo Hernandez.
Aaron?
I went with Joao Cancelo, man. I know that's not his position. And I don't know what happened to Mo there. I know that's not his position.
Yeah, but connection issue.
Listen, for someone to play in that position for so long and put in incredible, outstanding performances, I mean, we only have to go back to the most recent game, that pass to Haaland against Dortmund. Come on, man. Like, ridiculous. So, yeah, Joao Cancelo for me.
Yeah, so I think that's 2 votes for Cancelo, so he's definitely our left back. And I've got no problem with that, I guess. So,
yeah, Mo's got some connection issues. He's going to try to log back on, but let's see if we can move on.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's our back 4 done then.
Yeah, so I guess everyone's got a midfield 3, right?
Yeah.
What's the back four?
Let's see our back four then, because
Yeah,
Saliba. Look, I'm feeling Saliba. You know that, people, but I'm got no power.
When I put some guy called Kim, man, like he was playing Fenerbahce last year, like French Young Player of the Year. Marseille is not in, but what can I do in it?
Show us the team so far. Yeah, look, I think it's a bit of a hype move, man, with the Kim one, but it is what it is. It's the team of the season so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so when the next international break, we can update it. It doesn't mean it's the team of the season, people. People need to remember that in the chat. People are saying, oh my God, how are you lot picking this team? It's season so far. So I get it, but I am disappointed for Saliba. But as I said, I can't do nothing on my own if the panel don't see it too.
It's good. So, that's why I said it's good. We have an odd number. Hopefully Mo comes
all
back.
Right, DM.
Back.
DM. I'll go DM.
You start, man.
Who was my DM, man? Shit. You know my DM. Who was my DM?
Let me.
I forgot my DM, man.
Chouameni, no?
Standard procedure. For me, Chouameni has been magnificent already. Yeah, look, you know what I mean? We know Rodri, we know every man then, but Chouameni going to Real Madrid, it's not a joke, man. For a young man to go to the biggest club in world football, trying to take over Casemiro, one of the best DMs of the last decade. Come on. You need to be special mentally and physically to step into that role and not make it look like a piece of cake. He made it look like a piece of cake.
Yeah, exactly. Man. I'm sure. I'm not even going to give it the spill. Sure, many. Same reason, replacing Casemiro's boots, big price tag. And the other bit, what I like is that people were saying about the Modric and Cruz midfield, like it's getting old. I know they won the Champions League, but before they won the Champions League, you look at the City game when they're playing them over two legs, the legs are done. They're getting old. This is the time it sort of changes. They're still playing, and he's coming and fitted like a glove. So I've got also compliment him for that as well. So yeah, sure, many for me.
Yep.
That's my first Real Madrid pick, I believe, as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, who's your DM?
Chouameni as well. I was gutted that he didn't come to the Premier League because it would have been a nice occasion to go see him live.
Even if he came to Liverpool, would you have been celebrating?
No, of course not.
Suspicious.
Suddenly he would have gone down in your ratings, yeah?
No, even if you lot would have gotten him, I would have said that Liverpool got a very good player in their hands and potentially world class in the future. He's still very young, and recent game against Atletico Madrid put in a brilliant performance. And listen,
great assist,
great assist, bro. Just like you said there. So yeah, Chouameni is for me one of the upcoming best midfielders in the world in a few years' time. And like you said as well, he fits in perfectly into Real Madrid. I think today I randomly came across one of them Real Madrid videos where they do like challenges and stuff like that. He already speaks Spanish. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So he's integrated perfectly into the
dedication,
team.
The attitude is there.
The attitude is there. Like, yeah, he's got all the attributes, man, to be world class. So yeah, big up Chouameni, man.
Yeah. So
you guys that's probably the easiest, one of the easiest decisions. I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, well, it could be, I guess, because I don't think
that and the goalkeeper,
I don't think my guy's going to be picked, but I've gone for Lobotka at Napoli because every time I watch him, I just see such a good player there.
Very good player.
I don't believe he's 27, but he could still get a big move, I guess, maybe if he really wanted to. But
if I'm wrong, Bilal, is he the one that come from Celta Vigo?
Yeah, he came from Celta Vigo, I believe, like 19 million pounds.
I think we played them.
Arsenal linked with him like 4 years ago, I remember. But
yeah, man, crazy. Okay, cool. Carry on. Sorry, I just want to check.
Exactly. I remember Mo was saying he's like Jorginho 2.0 because athleticism as well, the way he can glide past people, his ball retention, everything. So yeah, Lobotka for me has been one of the best players in Europe.
Low key, Napoli's recruitment this season has been really good.
It's mad.
They've got Lobotka, they've got Kim. And then they've got the brother that I can't pronounce his name. I'm really sorry.
You know
what I mean? Like, their recruitment has been really good.
100%. And people didn't expect that. People thought they're going to struggle to replace the names. Like, you think about the names those guys are replacing. It's been probably some of the best business done in Europe.
Yeah,
when you think about it, when you lose legends like Insigne and Mertens, people forget about them.
It would crumble many a squad. It would crumble many a squad.
Absolutely.
Ratings to Napoli. You know what? Yeah, ratings to Napoli, man. Not because they smashed us, but generally.
Yeah, no, you're right, bro. Because when you lose someone like Koulibaly, who I mentioned it earlier, the captain, the leader of the dressing room, like he was the guy at the back, and then you have to replace someone like Dries Mertens, who I think is he the top scorer?
Highest scorer ever, yeah. And then Insigne, who run Napoli blood, like he's, you know what I mean? So
how do you replace those two guys? And they've just done it perfectly.
Just like that.
I've got to commend that.
Yeah, so but the DM seems to be locked in anyways.
Yeah.
Should I start with my second midfielder then?
Yeah, go on.
This is where I think this one could be interesting. I've gone for Kevin De Bruyne. I haven't obviously brought Premier League back into it, but I think there's one player that has to be in from the Premier League for me. It's him, and I think you've got to look at it this season. What he's doing for Manchester City already with like 6 assists this season. He still has the legs at 31, 32. And I questioned 18 months ago whether he'll still be the same now going into this or next season. And I look at midfielders in Europe, right? I'm not saying that football's changing, but when you look at what he brings to the game at the moment, the up and down, the assist, the driving force, a lot of midfielders right now are not really in the same sort of profile the way they play as him. I think he's quite unique in the way he is at the moment in terms of midfielders in the league and in Europe. So for me, I just think Kevin De Bruyne deserves his plaudits, man. I think he's the one that's obviously helping Haaland get his goals as well, the deep crosses. And you can't fault the guy, man. Like, if he carries on playing the way he does this season, they're in for the shout of what they want, and that's the Champions League this year.
Right, this is my only dilemma, sorry. Who we got at left back?
Yeah, see, and this is why I was really shocked when we went with João Cancelo, because there's two figures.
So, and we know what we need to do up front as well. So I don't know how we're gonna do this because I've got
my pick.
Let's see what everyone else has got then, innit? Oh, Mo's back. Let's see.
Yeah. I'll say my point. I'll say Kevin De Bruyne for now. Then I'll let you guys have a say. And if yours are all different, which is maybe the case, I can then just chip in on a vote for who I think out of you guys. Basically.
Go on, and Mo and Aaron, then what you got? Because I had Kevin De Bruyne in there initially.
Is Mo here?
No, he's just sitting.
Just sitting.
Cool. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we've got a problem because I've got Kevin.
We've got a problem.
Yeah,
we've got a problem. But
I've created a problem.
What would you prefer to do? Replace Kevin De Bruyne in midfield or change the left back?
We've got to have we've got to have De Bruyne in there, haven't we? Really?
Listen,
Because I'm gonna okay. Let's name our two then, because maybe we can agree. So we Tchouaméni was a shoe-in. Pardon the pun. I love these puns every weekend. Every week. Always got one. All right, but so my two, right, and then we can adjust it accordingly. My two were KDB, and my boy Musiala. All right, I'm telling you. All right. So my boy Musiala and KDB with Tchouaméni. Now I see the problem, and because we went for Cancelo and of a certain man that we're going to probably pick up front or decide or whatever, I changed my third midfielder from KDB to Pedri, who has also been immense for Barcelona as well. So I don't know how you want to.
I went KDB and Valverde alongside Tchouaméni.
Okay,
I went with
KDB
and Pedri alongside Tchouaméni, but I'm willing to change because it was between when I picked Pedri, it was between him or Musiala. I'm willing to change KDB and put I'm willing to put KDB. I'm willing to put Pedri and Musiala.
Yeah, that's fine. And mine's different though. I can't lie. Mine's different.
If we don't change the left back, then I'm willing to go Pedri Musiala. But if we do change the left back, I'm going with Pedri De Bruyne.
This is where we need a fifth man, innit? Mo needs to get back. Hurry up, my man.
I've got Musiala, but I've got Luka Modric. So I've gone Lobotka, Modric. Okay, Lobotka's gone anyway. So Tchouaméni, Modric, Musiala. So
I went Tchouaméni, Valverde, and KDB.
Yeah, I feel like Modric, man. Come on, I feel like Modric. Who am I convincing? Who do I need to convince to get Modric?
All of these shouts are educated. There's no wild ones here. They all
But what I will say, and I think reasonably we'll agree, and I think Bilal will agree. Bilal, Modric has got his flowers. He's been player of the season, got Champions Leagues. We're looking forward. We're looking ahead of the game now. Like Modric, we know eternally will be remembered. Let's start promoting the youngsters around Europe. Musiala and Pedri are the future, man. I'm just saying that's my viewpoint of things. Modric, who's going to argue?
I get that.
Who's going to argue with Modric? No one. Tyrone ain't going to say Modric, nah, dead baller. Aaron ain't going to say that. Mo definitely ain't going to say that. He's eternal. Some people are saying Gavi as well. Gavi's been absolute sensation as well.
Are we really going to
Did a little bit rush.
Right. Can I just make an argument, right?
No, I agree with you, Ty. KDB.
I have to make an argument. When you look at Pedri, you look at Modric, okay, you look at these other players. When you look at the impact, the actual impact Kevin De Bruyne on a three-man midfield has today in the world, we cannot leave him out of this side. I'm sorry. I really have to stamp my foot down.
This is a side point here. I hear that about De Bruyne, but I've been watching Man City and I feel like they're playing at like 30% capacity. That's why I haven't even bothered to put. I haven't bothered to put a Man City player in because I'm looking at them like you guys are not even playing seriously. You guys are not
even yet. Okay, we're not going to say his name. We don't need to. Okay.
I feel like Man City got so many levels to go. I'm not even trying to gas.
Well, that's a credit to De Bruyne then.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm too scared. I said, you know what, Man City just. Go away from that.
You're saying Musiala, but you look at Bayern on the weekend losing to Augsburg. They're 5th in the league or 4th in the league.
Whoa. Only 50 likes and over 250.
Come on, guys.
Surely that's fake news. That has to be fake news.
No. You know what happened in it? No, you know what happened in it? It's the Ben White shit.
Yeah, Grizz, I got a new saying.
It's when you took out Saliba, man. That's actually what happened.
Let me run this one quickly. Guys, you know when you're watching right now at home, when you go in your house, do you take your shoes off? You definitely do, don't you? So when you come into the stream, you like the video. It's the same principle.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Fair enough. But other guards are shout as well, you know.
Odegaard's not a shout.
Nah.
Really?
We can't leave KDB out of this. I'm just gonna. I can't believe.
No. I'm good with that argument. I'm not ready to leave KDB out, but it's what we agree on, innit?
We've got to change the left back then.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to change the left back.
Yeah. So who's the left back?
Too many KDB, and then the other one is literally this is gonna be
Musiala. Come on, Musiala.
In terms of the left back,
Grizz and Aaron, right? Your Bundesliga guys. This is my case, right? Musiala, like I said, yes, he's done okay for Bayern this year. They're 5th in the league or 4th in the league right now. Like, why is he standing out? Why is he getting in it? Just because
because the rest have been put. Muller's not been great. Gnabry's not been great. Goretzka's not being, so he's been carrying, but even in Europe as well, he's outstanding in every game he's playing, and for a kid, that's outstanding. The rest of the players ain't been great. Sadio Mane's not been great.
Mane, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna
question you,
but okay, I see what you say.
Okay. No, we can know. Yeah,
it's good debate. That's what we do.
I'm gonna use
Bundesliga, man.
I'm gonna use Thierry Henry's words here because he worded it perfectly when they asked him about Musiala. He said he plays like an adult. He's a kid, but he plays like a grown man. Like he's taking players on. He's making decisions. He's demanding the ball when things are tough. When when Bayern went down 1-0 against Augsburg and lost in the end, he came on and demanded the ball. Like, give me the ball. I want to make things happen. And for a kid to do that in a team where you've got leading figures like Neuer, leading figures like Müller, leading figures like Goretzka, like Kimmich, like you've got bare leaders on that pitch, but it's a 17, 18-year-old kid coming on the pitch, demanding the ball to make things happen. Bro, for me, I'm so happy. As being German, I am so happy he chose for us. So happy, because Southgate would have let him rot on that bench and maybe not even picked him. So I'm happy he chose for us because he knew that playing for Germany would only be beneficial for his development. So yeah, I'm so happy for this kid, and his ceiling is so high. Only he can be the downfall of his own destiny. Only he can mess up everything. So yeah, this kid is special, man. Honestly,
I agree. That's why Musiala's in my team. I have nothing more to say about that kid. He's
but then Musiala's in though. But then who's the other one though?
Guys, you guys already said Modric no, so it's up to you guys.
It can't be Kevin De Bruyne. It's an absolute
De Bruyne or Pedri. So like, who would you take right now? I guess you take De Bruyne. So you got to go De Bruyne, I guess.
Okay.
Fair enough. So it's De Bruyne.
Pedri's been balling though.
We're gonna have to change the left back at the end of the shot. When we get to the whole team done, we'll have to change the left back. Yeah.
No, I think left back. Then I like Bilal's shout. Nuno Mendes has been.
Yeah, I'm happy with Nuno Mendes. I'm very happy with that.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mendes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we didn't know about the left back.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so
Because Mo said Alaba, and I'm not feeling Alaba at left back in this day and age, man, and modern game. And he hasn't played there much. He would have been a shout for centre back.
Yeah,
it definitely would have been a shout for centre back. Looking
but
at
then he's another one of those, like he was very good at playing left back. Back in his early years, then he moved to centre back under Guardiola. He plays damn near midfield for Austria, so it's a bit of a difficult one with Alaba, but yeah.
I mean, Kimmich is a shout, but Bayern's forms, we can't have Bayern people in there.
Kimmich hasn't been great this season. He hasn't really been great. He scored on his Bayern's first game against Frankfurt. He scored a free kick, but after that, it was I'm not going to say it's been downhill, but he's not been the Kimmich that we know. But to be fair, with Bayern Munich, and I don't know if I'm going completely off topic here, but Nagelsmann, man, I'm not his biggest fan, to be honest. I don't think
too short in. Is that what the streets are saying?
I don't think he's too. I don't think Bayern Munich.
Really?
I think Bayern Munich is too early. I think they came in for him too early. He's only like what 30.
No, he's a young man. Yeah.
He's proper young. He's proper young. Yeah,
it came a bit too early for him, in my opinion. I think he should have gone maybe to Dortmund. Dortmund should have looked at him.
Yeah, that'd be a good shout. Yeah. I like that.
Dortmund should have looked at him. He would have done a great job at Dortmund, I think. Bayern Munich came a bit too early for him. I don't think he's used to managing all these big egos all at the same time.
Guys.
And I know Oliver Kahn came out in the press conferences and said, or interviews and said, no, we're going to keep him. We're not going to be reactionary like we were in the past and just pull the plug. No, we're going to give him time. We're going to. Yeah, I don't know. I think as soon as if they have 3 more bad results, Tuchel will be on speed dial.
And we questioned it as well. Us were actually on a show together, and we talked about Bayern in the Champions League, and we always said. There's something about their spine.
This brother said it from day. I said this brother said it from the start. I'm telling you, all my prophecies are coming true.
The Upamecano combo is too funny.
The proof's in the pudding.
I wasn't impressed with some of the moves that they made. There's still transfers that I'm not impressed with. Sabitzer, did you really need him? I don't think so. De Ligt, this guy's got hella mistakes in him. I don't see why they've gone and splashed, 60, 70 M's on De Ligt. I don't know. I don't know.
I even see Gravenberg done an interview yesterday saying that he's disappointed by game time, and you don't really see him coming out and sort of doing them type of interviews. So there's something going on, man.
Do you know?
Can I say something, guys? I know we got the team up, like the way, like this guy. Yeah, it's hurting me, guys. I don't know.
I had KDB. My 3 picks are Schumann, KDB, and Valverde. That was my midfield 3.
Pace and power merchant, man. I'm joking, by the way.
Bro, Musiala, the way we've hyped him up, though. All right, KDB stays in there.
KDB
stays. It could be my Grizz. I think you like my midfield. I'm just gonna put it out there.
But the only reason is Musiala's got that.
We can't have another Madrid.
That's the thing.
Yeah, we forget it. It's done. Sorry, guys. Valverde, we can't. We've got Carvajal.
Sorry, guys.
Now you
guys,
see the wisdom.
You ruined my
now you see the wisdom in Valverde at right back.
The rules come back.
Bruv, come on, man. A wise man once said, listen to Grizz. This is why I had Valverde.
Let's finish your team. Then we could do some little adjustments.
Valverde not in this team is hurting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You lot are mad. You're gonna get cussed, not me, because I'm gonna say I was just a host. And like these are the brothers that picked this team. I'm gonna blame you, man. You lot picked this team. I'm gonna say you lot picked this team, bro. I'm telling you now. Because every man's gonna tune in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, Ben White. And they're gonna switch off.
The real football people will know what I was on about.
The
real football people will know.
Listen,
let's move on to the attack, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'll just start with mine because I can't lie, my attack was so vibes. As I said, I didn't pick any Premier League players initially in my thing. Yeah. So don't laugh. And I'm just gonna tell you what it was originally. Yeah. So on the left wing, I went Vinicius Jr. because I felt like left wing, I feel like he's the best left winger right now watching him play. Yeah, I feel like I was comparing him and Neymar. I said, listen, even in the World Cup, they'll probably play Neymar in the 10 and Vinicius out on the left because you just have to. That pace is just too much. It's fake, and he's so clinical now. Like best left winger right now for me. But then my other two picks, guys, I'm just gonna get them out there so quick so no one can really hear them, because I know you guys are gonna cook me. Yeah. So on the right wing, I was watching Udinese the other day, and the wonder kid, that's not a wonder kid no more, mate. Gerard Deulofeu, I stuck him in there. I said, there you go, mate. Have the right wing. Yeah, up front. Listen, Gerard Deulofeu 5 assists this season. He's cooking. He's a baller. And up front. Listen, man, Real Betis this season been impressing me so much as well. I've gone for my guy Borja Iglesias. He got called up to the Spanish national team. That's my guy. So you man can come and talk to me about Haaland and all of these guys. I've gone for my vibes. I'm here for vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Them two picks were vibes.
Yo, this brother's picked Ben White and Julio Iglesias, who was a singer, as far as I know.
It's Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique, same thing.
My guy, bro.
What?
My guy.
And he's picked Gerard Deulofeu, who was doing stepovers for Stoke 2 seasons ago.
No. Listen, Gerard Deulofeu, you watch him play, and Udinese, their manager's got that, bro. They cooked Inter the other day, bro. Udinese are like really top of the league.
You know your football, and I actually like what you're saying about these players, because I actually like these players. But for this type of show, I just think you're putting gravy.
Bro, it's on. The season just started like 6 games ago. Like, listen, that's what it is. We're just going off the last few games. I've gone off. Even actually, Borja Iglesias last season, Copa del Rey.
People are picking him up. People are saying great picks, underrated ballers. You know what I mean?
They are.
You guys, you know ball.
These are very good. These are very good players, and I do like what they're doing for their clubs. But when we're talking about best team in like Europe, that's what I'm
cream of the crop.
But
we got a chance to pick the best.
As I said, listen, my team already had Modric, Musiala. I can afford 2 positions where I'm bigging up my guys. You know, I mean, that have been like Borja Iglesias and Deulofeu. I'm impressed. You know, so
do you know who their manager is? Well, their manager is Pellegrini. He's doing a very good job, actually.
Yeah, like they got Canales. There's another wonder kid, the Real Madrid back in the day.
Oh yeah,
they're cooking. They got a little science going on.
I'm not gonna
all
say
the Beticos out there. Come on.
I'm not gonna say too much because I hear what you mean. And I'll be a hypocrite if I totally go against it, because we are talking about the form, the best so far. But
good knowledge picks.
Yeah, I can't accept them though, man. I don't know what you guys, because you
guys tell me your hit.
Okay. I'm
gonna vote anyway.
Okay, I've got the Terminator straight. Yeah, the Terminator goes through the middle, straight up.
Yeah, right? I think that's gonna be. I might as well write his name in right now. I don't.
Yeah, the Terminator. I think we all agree the Terminator goes up front, man. Yeah. Now I've had to mess up. Now I've had to change it now, so I don't know how you're not gonna agree with this, right? I had Neymar and Messi behind him, right? Because I think they've been on fire this season, right? But then if you take into consideration Farmers League and all of that business, blah blah blah, and then someone reminded me Vinicius, right, as well. And then the other option is that Carvajal.
Yeah.
So
between them 4, I think we have to pick 2.
Okay, so Neymar for me is an absolute no-brainer in there. He is probably out of the European attackers, other than Haaland obviously scoring goals. Neymar is the best, if that makes sense, right now.
I'm good with that because he's been like everyone thought.
Happy as well, Grizz, because you know what? Funny enough, just quickly mentioning it. I watched the show with you because I was talking to Daps about it, funny enough. I watched the show where you were talking about Neymar, and a few people came through in the comments because you were saying, has he like underperformed? But you weren't saying you don't rate him. You were saying because of his ability, has he like underperformed for his actual ability? And I got it completely, because for me, I say it now loud and clear. I know Ronaldo's worked hard, and I'm a Man United fan. If Neymar really, really stuck his head down and worked hard and done what Ronaldo had done, I'm sorry, Neymar's a better footballer than Ronaldo. He for me and Messi are the top 2, man.
So the people, if didn't watch that show, where some people were coming for me, and I said he's not done what he's supposed to do in life, right, was because for me, he's he's in the just below Ronaldinho in terms of talent.
He could have been one of the best ever. Like I really agree. I love Neymar.
He's insanely talented, and that's why I said he hasn't achieved what he should have in the game. That's why
I'm so sorry, Aaron, by the way, if I've hurt you with the Ronaldo comment, but I really believe that Neymar, if he really put his head down there and he naturally ability, he is better than Ronaldo for me. Like I actually think,
if Neymar gets this World Cup, I'm already starting the Neymar over Ronaldinho agenda.
I really want him to win the World Cup.
No, you need to hold.
I'm starting the agenda. So
we need to slow down a little.
Yeah, we need to slow down a little bit.
he's that good. Like you said, Grizz, if he really done what he could have done, man, like Neymar is.
But no, did Ronaldinho, if you think about it, Ronaldinho was the most gifted footballer of all time, probably.
But he loved the life.
Ronaldinho was probably the most gifted, naturally talented footballer ever.
Look at
that.
Look at Neymar's stats this year. It's a joke.
What? Yeah, it's unbelievable. He's been consistent everywhere, Aaron.
I've never seen this before in my life.
Wow.
I'm telling you now, if he wins the World Cup and the Champions League this year, it's over. I'm coming back to celebrate on this stream, and I'm getting my Brazil top out. and you know what I'll do? I've got hardly any hair, but I'll get the Ronaldo trim here from 2000.
That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Wait, this template is ridiculous, isn't it?
I've never seen something like this. I can't lie. This is crazy. So
I'm sure Messi would have had it at some point.
Maybe, but I don't think Messi, like 10 years ago, people counting stats like this. I don't think so. So yeah,
I think, and based off what you're saying about Neymar, is obviously he's having a great season so far, and he's perfectly preparing himself for the World Cup. And what I like about Brazil, this particular squad, is not just the fact that they're the favourites for me. I would say before June, July, I would have said France, but I'm looking at all of their injuries. I'm looking at the whole situation with Mbappe and Pogba, and I think we might potentially, speaking on that quickly, we might have, for those who remember, maybe the people in the chat are too young to remember, we might have another or a situation similar to what happened in 2010. If you remember what happened in 2010 with France, where Ribéry and Anelka, and they formed like a little clan and refused to get off the coach and train and stuff like that. And certain players wanted to train and they were getting slapped on the coach, Goalkeeper and them, man.
Everyone was moving mad them time.
We might get a similar situation if this Pogba issue doesn't get resolved quickly. But anyway, what I like about this Brazil squad this year is that it's not just Neymar and the rest. It's Neymar, but it's also Rafinha. It's Jesus. It's Richarlison. It's
Vinicius.
It's Anthony. They've got so many good players. Paqueta. They've got so many good players in different positions now. Neymar doesn't have to do it all by himself. And even if he does get injured or he's sidelined for maybe 1 or 2 games, they can replace him. Because last time if you remember at the World Cup in 2014, when Neymar was out, it was done. It was finished. We knew they were going to lose against Germany. We didn't know they were going to get slapped like that. But we knew it. So I like the fact that it's not just Neymar and the rest. I like the fact it's Neymar, but you have also different types of players. You have players that can come in and still have that same level of quality.
Can I just throw one quick question? I know you want to wrap up in 5 minutes, Griggs. If you're the Brazil team manager, right, and you're in the World Cup final, all of you answer this. You've got Neymar and Vinicius, right? That's two of the 3 guaranteed in the starting lineup. I know it's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Who are you picking as the right winger from all their attackers they've got? So Grizz, that's what all you guys answer. In the final, right, it's Vinicius, Neymar. Out of all them players Aaron just named, who are you picking in the final?
To go 3-1?
See, for the balance, it has to be Rafinha.
Yeah, okay. Rafinha.
Yeah,
Rafinha.
I'm
for the balance.
As well. Okay.
Yeah. Agreed.
It has to be Rafinha.
It has to be that guy.
That's the thing.
He's so good anyway.
But exactly. But anyone's got a case, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good segue. Right winger. Who's going to be our right winger? Because I think you got Kvara, Leao. They're not right wingers, but you could put them there. But for me, Ousmane Dembele is someone I just put.
So I'm ready to get overruled. I'm ready to go overruled, and for the same reason that I've overruled Modric. So Lionel Messi, say no more, all right? But we're looking future.
We can't have him as well, Grizz, because we already got Nuno Mendes and Neymar.
Yeah, so we already
got. Are we going for Nuno Mendes?
Yeah, left back, remember. So we can't have. So Messi's done.
So then it's a straight shootout between Carvajal and who was the other one I said?
Leo.
Oh shit, Rafa Leao.
The names are just coming.
Lord.
The names are just coming. Yeah.
So Dembele, Leao, Carvajal.
Dembele's been insane as well. Who?
Rafinha could still be an option if you want to.
Nah, he's not.
Nah, he's not yet. He's not hit the heights yet. Yeah.
Not yet.
I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to give it to the young what's his name? Carvajal, because something different, something fresh.
And their top as well. They're top
They're
Grizz.
top as well. You know what?
For the reasons we said about
Yeah.
Napoli
The
recruiting
players they have.
legends of their club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't mind either him or Dembele. I'm cool to put either one down because this Kavicha kid, for me, I watch him. It just looks.
I'm gonna
so
go
special.
Kavicha. You know, if I'm gonna vote quickly, I'm gonna go Crabber. I like something different.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm
I
gonna
like
go
this
Crab as well, man. Carvajal in there, man.
Cool. I'm just writing Cavara. All right, Cavara. Go on then.
That's a sick name, by the way.
You know what? Yeah.
But honourable shout outs to Dembele. I don't know if many people have mentioned Dembele. He's been sick as well.
Yeah, he's been very good.
He did a little interview today as well, saying that he's.
And people are saying no Vinicius.
No. Oh, guys, sorry. I know it's not my stream, but we have to pick 2 players per team. So because we've got Tchouameni and Carvajal, we can't have Vinicius. It's not we don't want him. We can't have. Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying the Valverde or the Carvajal at right back. I don't know, man. Aaron done us there, I think, man. Carvajal is gone for a solid.
Let's show everyone's team that we had before the show anyway. To wrap it up, we've made our own combined team. So let's just start with Grizz's team, and this was Grizz's team before he originally came together and caused chaos. Yeah. So this is Grizz's team. I think he had Valverde at right back. He had his game plan going there.
Wow, his whole front 6.
Woo!
But I was cooking, man. Before you lot ruined it, man. I was cooking.
What's
Grizz
done here? All your players here. No, I don't like this.
Grizz's fullbacks are putting in caviars for Haaland, fam. Like, look at that, bro. Cancelo already.
Come on, bro.
Araujo and Saliba, though, they got everything on lock. You play that high line.
Literally.
No problem.
Look at that dynamic triangle in the base of the Araujo, Saliba, and Tchouameni. Young lions. Come on. How are you beating them? But anyway, I got overruled big time. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, my team here, as I told you guys, I was on my vibes as well. But this is my team. I don't know if what you guys think about. I had a little tactic going in my head. I'm thinking, you hang out wide, Ben White come in. You know what I like? Float around.
I like the fact that you pushed Musiala up a little bit like that because he needs that freedom up front to roam around. And I like that.
But what I will say, lads, like that Iglesias, Musiala, Delaflu, like they can get bullied. Like, are they really gonna come up against Saliba, Tchouameni, and them, man, and do anything? Come on. Because
Borja Iglesias is a big guy.
He can sing songs, bro. He can sing songs, bro. Come on.
Luis Enrique's calling him up, man. He knows football, man. Like, come on. Luis Enrique, come on. I respect Luis Enrique, so he knows football. Aaron, though, your team is up here. So yeah, very solid team as well. Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, I give solid.
Very solid, yeah.
The only thing again, it's hard, isn't it? Vinicius Junior on the right. He's not played there. Everyone's going to be nitpicking in it. That's the thing with us. I try to pick it a little bit balanced. Like Vinicius is literally a left winger, in it, really. That's the only thing I would say.
But I trust him on the right as well.
Oh, fair enough, man.
Just get him to hug the touchline, running behind. Could do it.
Literally, bro. Literally.
Because if Mbappe had signed for Real Madrid, that would have been his position. Because he's lucky Mbappe didn't sign. Because otherwise, it would have been a long day for him on that right.
That's true. Yeah, that's weird. How would they have done that?
Yeah, I don't know.
They already Mbappe left, Benzema up front, Vinny right.
He either would have put Mbappe, like that, or maybe it would have pushed Ancelotti to maybe do a change of formation and play Mbappe and Benzema in the front too. Maybe could have done that and play like a diamond behind and play a 4-4-2.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. You never know. Ancelotti played the diamond at Chelsea.
There you go.
He could have done it. You never know.
Oh, somebody. You know what though? That's 3 Madrid players. You're right. You know, someone in the comments said it. It's hard. See, we did.
3 Madrid players.
Aaron, just quickly, if you had to change one, who would you take out in the Madrid players?
Yeah, Aaron, you got mess it up.
In my team, who would I take out and replace with?
Yeah, you got 3 Madrid.
One of the Madrid boys out.
I probably would change Vinny with Cravadonna. I'll probably do that.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. And
sticking with Carvajal, boy. You love your Carvajal.
He loves Carvajal too much. They hooked him out in 1 second. Man. Could have put a little Ben White in there, man. But yeah, his ties team.
I like my steady eddies, man. You know what I mean? I like my steady eddies.
Yeah, Ty spoiled it with Dallo shout, man.
No, it's not that wild though.
I don't think it's wild. I really don't.
Two Man United players.
My front six is great. I know that. Like, but the back
good
four.
balance, yeah.
I could be more critical about your De Bruyne and Valverde. Like, they both like to play on that right side of the end.
I did think, how could I fit them in? Yeah, I did.
But Hernandez has been sick.
In this formation, you just tell Valverde to stick onto the right side, and you tell De Bruyne, bro, as soon as you get the ball, cut into your right and shoot.
Yeah. Whip him into the back post. Haaland's there, like the
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling Dallo yet, man. Come on, man. You lot.
Grizz, they're saying you got 3 Man City players. Let's have a look, because you're gonna have to take one out, and then if you put it to a poll, I think you're gonna have to take one out. So let's have a look. You got Cancelo, De Bruyne, and Haaland. Who you taking out?
Oh shit!
Shit! Someone else clocked that as well.
Okay, it's got to be Cancelo, innit?
We'll have to
put in Nuno Mendes.
Nuno Mendes. I love Nuno Mendes.
Nuno Mendes. Yeah.
Portuguese for Portuguese.
Yeah. But guys, we got to wrap it up there, man. That has been a good show,
man. Sick show, man.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That was interesting. You know what? We got stuck because there was a lot of ballers that, you know what I mean. But because you'll only have 2 from each team, it's not as easy as people make out. Obviously, sitting at home, people think it's easy. But when you actually try to break it down, 2 players from each team is not easy. But Aaron, thank you very much. Ty, thank you very much, guys, for coming on.
Can I just do a quick plug for this as well?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can.
First of all, guys, if you're here, like I say, we take your shoes off at home. Make sure you like this video, man. Subscribe to everyone's channels. Big up Bilal, big up Aaron. It's good to see you again, Aaron, as well, man. And Grizz, thank you for having me. From this stream, guys, I'm straight on my other channel on Never a Foul. So we're going to be rating the top managers in the Premier League. So yeah, just jump on this stream after this one finishes, and that's on Never a Foul. But yeah, Grizz, man, love every time. You know what it is.
No, wicked. And Aaron's channel's in the description as well. People go and follow him on his socials, doing great work every single time. Make sure you go and show some. Yeah.
That's where I'm active.
Man's ridiculous on TikTok. You need to go and check him out.
Oh no, you are thing. Yeah.
I was laughing so much.
That's been doing the rounds, to be honest. I've been getting a lot of messages on that, and you know what? I might do international breaks. So I might do another one. So yeah, let's see what I can cook up in my head.
Yeah, big up Uncle Sharma in the chat. He's saying Bilal, proper footy knowledge, bro. I don't know.
Build up my little army of defenders to, you know.
Yeah, but what I will say,
propaganda.
What I'll say, Uncle Sharma, I think you caught the end of the video. Go to the start of the video, and I'm not sure if you're going to say the same thing, but pick up every time.
He saw the team after anyway.
Yeah. But people, this has been the Eurostar special. We will hopefully be back next week, where we'll start having a preview of the weekend's action, won't we? By next week, everything's going to be back, and there's Champions League games to look forward to as well. So people, it's going to be crazy. This is like just been a one-off show. We thought we'd relax and kick back and do some fantasy football shit, and Bilal decided to choose Ben White as his fantasy footballer. We out of here. Take care.